everyone. Welcome back to our Daddy
Daughter
podcast. Yes, we are back again with another episode, but not forgetting, we have not posted for weeks.
Yes, we've been away for about 4 weeks.
Yes.
And this is mainly because we just took some time off because I lost my mom, who is her
My grandma.
Yeah, so it's been one of those moments where you just need to take some time off and then come back. So now we are back.
Like we never left.
Yes.
So, we should thank also the feedback we get from our viewers who don't comment, but they tell us how they feel about our podcast. And I think we are doing great.
Yeah, we've been receiving a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah.
And talking about feedback, you're looking good. I remembered to.
I was not going to even bring it up today.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the support you've been giving us.
Yes.
Very good feedback. So going forward, we are going to be actually sometimes, referring to some of the comments you're giving us.
Yes.
And then putting them in our episodes so that we can all continue sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is for all of us.
Yeah. You're also looking good.
Thank you.
On to today's episode, we are going to be looking at the power of a supportive dad. Are you a supportive dad?
Yes, I am a super supportive dad.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's one of the things I do very well, actually. Yeah, I feel like, I'm one of
Confidence kaya
those.
Pastor Nganga, okay? Confidence check.
Yes.
So, yeah, I've been getting a lot of comments about my dad and how supportive you are. Sometimes when you have a supportive dad, I think you know, but you don't know how much of a supporting dad you have until other people start referring to your dad as the best dad ever.
Oh,
So, yeah, I've been receiving a lot of that.
that's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
And thank you, guys. I will not let you down. I'll continue being, the best supportive dad ever.
You better. So the first question, in what ways can a supportive father contribute to his daughter's self-esteem and confidence?
I will talk from a perspective of the things I practice.
Yeah.
And one of the ways of literally just promoting your confidence was basically through the way you look. And for me, dressing well
Oh, it's very important.
is very important. So I took up the opportunity and decided, you know what? I want you to look very well. I want you to dress very well. Therefore, I've taken this chance. Every time I have an opportunity, we'll go out shopping for really nice clothes. I remember one of the dresses I got you.
The first dress you ever got me.
The first dress I ever got you was a bareback, and I was looked at in a certain way, but later, even the lady who was selling it to me, when she was selling it to me, she was like, "Wow, I like that. I'm sure she'll be very happy." And I know when we were talking about it later, I told you that was your birthday present. But actually, what happened is I was passing through some shops and I saw that dress and I knew you must have this dress.
And even from just an example of how I'm dressed today, there are some people who they can't dress like this because I'm wearing a short dress, as you can see, and we are all I'm feeling very comfortable and confident. And it's because my dad is very okay with it. He encourages me to dress the way I want as long as I'm feeling good and I'm respectful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So dressing is important, and we practice that. And you will go out there, wearing some really nice shoes. You've got your hair done. I know sometimes when it comes to the nails, I have been a bit hesitant when
Yeah.
you wear very long nails. But today we were just talking about it, and you told me, okay, I'm going to make my nails, but I would make the very long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are compromising here because we all know who's gonna pay for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think another thing you've made me that has made me very confident and how you've helped me boost like my self-esteem is my dad really believes in me. You really believe in my goals more than I do. You believe in me so much. Baka sometimes it scares me because you see you see far, and for me sometimes I'm just seeing here. So when you're busy telling me, yeah, you can do it, you can do this, I'm just like, I don't think so. Sometimes I'm just like, my dad is being a bit delusional. But I think with time it made me believe in myself, and just celebrating also the small achievements. Before that, it never was a big deal to me, but right now, for the first time, I drove from Kitui to here, and I was like, let's buy some chicken to celebrate. And my dad bought me a chicken in. Something small, but very, like,
Yeah.
very encouraging because it's my first long distance drive, and having to get a chicken in because I really love chicken, having to get that and just celebrating this achievement. Now, to me, it's not small, it's big. And you've just made me now learn to celebrate myself, celebrate any milestones that I make. So, yeah, that really boosts my confidence.
Yeah, and I'm really happy because especially during the drive, I really needed you to drive actually. And when
Okay, you see, you were not even sleeping or blinking, but
Yes.
still,
Yes, I was caught driving a lot, but
yeah.
yeah, you did a very good job. So I was able to relax at least when during that drive.
And also, okay, you do this, but I don't know. In this question, I'm feeling like you're not answering, you're not saying the things you do, but since I'm the one on the receiving end, I'm just
Yes.
gonna share. You always affirm me.
Ah, good.
Before I leave the house, my dad will be like, "You're looking so good." And I'll go out there, I'll step out there very confidently because I know my dad told me I'm looking good. And if my dad tells me, "Hey, that one," trust me, I'll go back and I change. And if he tells me in the evening, if he did see me in the morning when I was going to school, and he tells me in the evening, "Hey, you're looking a bit," I'll feel so bad because I'll just be like, "So the whole day I've been just walking around looking like this," but you
Yeah.
rarely do that.
No, I
You
rarely do
rarely.
that. I think one thing you've been doing very well is actually being able to listen to what I say, grasp my my guidance, and you make it your own and come up with very nice ways of just being able to do your things.
Yeah, you affirm me. Oh, sorry. You really affirm me so much. You tell me I'm smart. You tell me I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
Like all those good things that sometimes I feel like my dad is just doing it because he's my dad.
Yeah.
But it helps a lot. It really helps a lot. Just being told every day, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. It starts clicking in your head. And before you know it, you'll be telling yourself, yeah, I'm beautiful. Yeah, I'm looking good. When I made my hair yesterday, you're like, yeah, your hair is looking so good.
Yeah.
And it's my first time trying this color. So I was just like, yeah, I also like it. So you affirming me, it has helped with my self-esteem and my confidence. So thank you so much and kudos to that.
Yeah. And I think another thing that I do to just boost your confidence is telling you, it's part of the affirmation, but just telling you that you're intelligent. For a start, well, I won't say you thought, but there are times you thought you were not doing so well in campus.
Yeah.
But you see, your grades show it. Your GPAs are very good. So that has been confirming every other semester that you're actually intelligent. So when you go
Yeah.
out there, when you're having a debate, when you're discussing matters and issues with your friends, or even just doing a presentation somewhere, you feel confident about who you are,
Yeah.
what you think. You have a great sense of humor at the same time. So
I'm funny.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So it's those are the things that I do to boost your confidence.
Thank you for that.
Is there something else?
No, we go to the second question.
Okay.
So, what are some practical ways father can show their daughters love and support on a daily basis? It's linked to the first question, yes, but
Yeah.
yeah, like on a daily basis, how can you show support and love?
Yeah, like you say, the answers here are a bit interlinked, but one
Yeah.
of the really good things that you can be able to do to show, to grow your daughter is to actually teach them how to respect and be respected, because I find that as a foundation. Um, it exemplifies the way your daughter will actually act when she's out there. And being viewed and respected, then she will be able to grow and become. I am a very big proponent of an independent woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a woman who is able to actually be in control of a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think men come in to support, but it should not always be 100%. This woman relies 100% on a man for her to even breathe, No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for because of that, respect comes in majorly. It's a big thing. And the other thing is open communication.
Yeah.
Just being able to talk about anything and everything whenever you feel like. I want her to come to me and tell me, this is what I'm going through with my mans,
Yeah.
and that's an internal joke. My man's is doing this, my man's is doing that. Yeah, and she'll be able to openly talk to me about these
Yeah.
issues, and I will also advise openly and without bias. So this kind of open communication in school, she will come and tell me, this is what I'm. There's this unit that is giving me a lot of hell. I don't even think I need to do this unit. This,
Oh Lord, there's a unit almost
dropped.
in the middle. Oh Lord.
Yeah. As a reason, that open communication helps a lot. You know that you will tell me
And you
your
listen
fears.
to me.
Yes, and I will listen to you. So that is very important for us. And the other one is also showing physical affection.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just needs a simple hug. We will take a month, and then one day you will just remember, oh,
You're lying. You're You're lying. You're really lying.
No,
Just
yeah, but
continue with your lie. Uh-huh.
you've not been hugging your dad, by the way.
I have. When was the
Okay.
last time I hugged you? Yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, but the other time.
No, I think it was a day before yesterday.
Yeah, the other time when we lost our mom, you forgot you're supposed to. Anyway.
My dad wanted, he wanted to come in and I hug and be like, oh, Daddy, I'm sorry, you lost your mom. And I just totally forgot about it because I thought since we had spoken so much about it, it was okay. Until you brought it up 3 days. My dad sometimes is petty. Because I felt like, what? You remember that and you kept that for like 3-4 days until you told me by then you didn't even hug me when I came in. Also,
Yes.
speaking of an independent woman, I've just remembered,
Yeah.
you've taught me how to jumpstart a car.
Mm-hmm.
Every time when you're changing a car tire, the flat tire, you'll bring me along. You'll be like, yep, you have to learn how to do this.
Yes.
You've taught me how to drive. I'm not going to say much about it, but you've taught me independently, alone, how to drive. And I can say I'm a good driver because of you. No driving school, no nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. So he has taught me a lot of like just technical life skills, which I really appreciate because one day in future when I have my own car, I won't be stuck on the road because I have a flat tire.
Yeah.
I'll be knowing how to do these things on my own. So, yeah.
Kudos to me. I like that.
And you had forgotten that, you know.
Yes, I had forgotten.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and even I think there's a time, even mom, we jump started our car, the Ford,
Yes.
at the gym, and the men at the gym, they were just looking at us, waiting to see what is going to happen.
Yeah.
So I just like disappointing men sometimes because I'm just like, yep, you wait and see how we are gonna do it.
Yeah.
Do we jump to the next question?
Yes, please. Or do I ask you one of your questions before we go to that one?
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah. On that same breath, how has our relationship, me and you, shaped the person you are now?
That's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
You see, from our communication, from how we have a very open communication, you've taught me a lot about life, and you've taught me to be very positive in life, just taking it a day at a time, speaking good about yourself. So it has made me to be a very positive person, and also I appreciate more the things that happen and how they happen. So that has enabled me to be a very positive person in life. That's one. Also, the second thing is my confidence has skyrocketed because now I feel good about myself. When I'm stepping out there, I know I have a supportive dad. I know if anything happens, I can run to my parents. So you have really done a great job of just empowering me every day, and you never get tired. And just listening to me. Every time I come here, I'll rant. Ni kama baba yangu ndiye amenikosea. Like, something goes wrong in school or out there, I'll come and just let it out on my dad. And he'll listen to me and just know how to calm me down and affirm my feelings and tell me, yeah, that was wrong. Yeah, this was not supposed to happen to you. It feels good when someone understands you. And my dad really listens to me. And he knows when he needs to listen to me. He knows when he's supposed to advise me. Because, yeah, I think we've gone through a lot of practice with this. Sometimes I just want to rant. I don't want advice. And he comes with a whole PDF of advice, and I'm just like, I didn't need that. And right now, I think we are in a good position. So that has helped me to just express myself, know how to express myself, learn how to express myself. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then also I like the fact that nowadays, you've been doing this for a while. You're able to actually just dive into the unknown, and especially with your college work.
Yeah.
What we are doing has been helping you to actually be able to say, I will take this unit as much as I don't have this kind of background, and you learn, and you even, become very good at it.
Yeah.
So that way, just being able to dive into the unknown without worry, without being scared, without being afraid. For me, that's a really big one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Because again, like you said, those little technical things that you've been learning, those are things that we've been trying to sort of just break the societal barriers, where if you have a flat tire, you need to look for a man to come and help you. So these are the things we've been saying, no, you can be able to do it.
Yeah.
But we are not saying that you're so 100% independent that you're not going to be able to ask for help, because also asking for help is a virtue.
Yeah.
You can be able to, if you don't know something, you're open to say, oh, this one, actually, yeah, that's the other thing. And I think you've told me that, by the way. You've taught me that. Being able to say, I don't know.
My dad wanted to be the super dad who knows everything. You don't acknowledge when you don't know.
Yeah.
And as human beings, we can't know everything.
Yeah.
But I think you try so much to know everything.
Yeah, I think I have a lot.
You know a lot of things. Wow.
Yeah.
Anywho.
So, yeah, based on that, you're doing very well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And now on the last question on your side that I'm going to ask you today.
Yes.
How can fathers challenge traditional gender roles and expectations in their parenting style to empower their daughters?
Um, this is also going to be interlinked with all the other answers we've been giving.
Yeah.
But in the process of breaking societal gender barriers, it is important for fathers to actually grow their daughters, knowing some things like interests, responsibilities. They don't have to be chosen by use of gender. Like, for example,
I'm going to forget this. Let me just say it. So, growing up, I wanted to be married at 25, to be having my home, a family. You've erased that from my mind. Yani, you've done a good job of just erasing all that by 25, by 25. And you've made me like learn how to do things without putting a very strict timeline when it comes to age. So right now I'm just like, whenever something happens, it will happen.
Yeah.
Like, you've made me now want to do my masters. When we started talking about masters, I was just like, please, I want to finish my degree, start working, look for a job and do that, all that hustling thing. But right now I'm just like, yeah, I can just finish and continue with my masters.
Yeah.
So you've really challenged my traditional ways of thinking about a few things from I think my surrounding to think in a very different way. And I think as a modern woman, that's how you're supposed to think.
Yeah, it's very important to think that way because, like I was saying, things like sensitivity, nurturing, and emotional expression are not just supposed to be for the women.
Yeah.
Even the men can be able to express themselves. Like, I'll give you an example. When my mom passed away, and I was feeling like, at my age, I don't want to be seen crying. What will people think of me when they see me?
You even told me, Ati, please, if you see me being emotional, don't think your dad is weak or your dad is, I don't know what. So it's like, it's okay to let out your feelings because you're a human being, really.
Yes.
Suppressing the feelings and being a gangster, sometimes it doesn't help. When you start getting mad, running mad out here, what will I do? So suppressing your feelings is never the best thing.
Yeah.
And I think with the tradition, with men, you guys have been taught to always be strong.
Yeah.
You're not showing your feelings. If you never feel vulnerable, and just seeing you being emotional, it just made me love you even more.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And one of the things I do, I think you mentioned this earlier, it's to validate your emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way of just breaking the traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
For you to understand that it's okay to be this way, it's okay to be that way. And I like the way you pick up these things. Like, for example, you be every Sunday you're the one who does the cooking.
Yeah.
But I want to just bring this in. Lately, I've been just finding you, with one of your male friends on a Sunday cooking and you're in the kitchen together. So that makes me feel good, because if your male friend is happy to be able to be in the kitchen with you and cook, and also show you some of his recipes, and we enjoy the meals, then I am doing a very good job in trying to break those traditional gender roles which say the woman belongs to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And things like those. I also like the fact that I listen to you actively, and also the other fact you said, believing in your dreams.
Yeah. More than I do believe in my own dreams.
Yes. So that way I can be able to show you you can be anything you want to be. Like, for example, a lot of people don't even know that you've actually gone to the studio and recorded a song.
Yeah.
And the first time we went to the studio, you were telling me, Dad, no, I don't want to sing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe in your dreams. Sometimes you don't even know these are your dreams.
Yes.
But I can just tell you're able to do this.
Even with all this YouTube shabang
Yeah.
and podcast, initially, I never used to think about it. But right now, oh, I love it so much. I remember when you just used to tell me, you do this, do this. You'll even tell me what to say because I was freaking out. And you've been able to just mold me to be very comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And even my friend told me yesterday, hey, you're so confident. And I was just like, should I take that positively or negatively? But yeah,
positively.
it was a good thing to hear someone else notice that I'm very confident, because this is something we've been working on for a long time.
Yeah. So therefore, what I do is to actually show you that when you're getting interested in something, when you're getting a skill in something, or when you think of responsibilities, think about it like this is something I'm supposed to do because it's going to better me in this way. But don't think in the lines of this responsibility is a man's responsibility, so I should not learn how to fix this. I should not learn how to do that.
Yeah.
When I'm expressing myself, I should not be sounding this way because I might sound a bit, intolerant to the other gender.
Yeah.
But you be a whole person. You be yourself 100%. And then the other people out there will be able to appreciate you just the way you are.
And thank you for breaking that traditional barrier or the traditional belief of ladies, we are not supposed to talk to our dads about our boyfriends. Because now I'm learning so much from you, because you're a man. You know how these male species think. So just having your perspective when something happens to me in my relationships, I'll come tell my dad, yeah, this happened, so this happened, and this happened. And he'll be like, nope, that man is doing this because they're seeing you like this. And sometimes it's hard to swallow the reality. But when time goes, I realize, yep, my dad is right. So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning about men a lot from my dad, and just him giving me the other perspective and the reality check of, yeah, by the men will be like this. And sometimes it's hard to really fathom the fact that men will always be like that, because I'm just like, Daddy, why are you defending this man? Why are you being like this? But then when time goes by, you realize, yeah, these are some of the things they'll do, and that's how it is. So yeah, thank you so much for talking with me about relationships and teaching me a lot about relationships.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I know this was going to be your second question.
Yeah.
But is there another way you feel like I support you? I know from where I sit, I know some of my acquaintances, let me put it that way, who have daughters. Their fathers, of course, most men out there who are married and have wives, of course, have daughters. But there are those men who just have daughters. And I know how they support their daughters. I was talking to one man I revere in where we live. And he was telling us how he made sure that the daughters achieved their dreams. And he could not rest until his daughters were able to even get jobs.
Wow.
And after they got their jobs, he actually retired. And he was
Wow.
like, no, it's time for me to just go on. I have done what I needed to do. I don't have to, and this is not like to say having sons is a bad thing, but you don't have to be defined by having sons.
Yeah, or just having daughters.
The daughters, yeah. A child is a child, whether they are female or male. So we need to appreciate them, and also support our sons again, because this podcast is about empowering our daughters, but not just our daughters. Through empowering our daughters, we're also empowering our sons.
Yeah. So what was the question, sir?
The
Because
question is, in what other ways do you feel that I support you? I know you've mentioned many.
but in general, you're
Yeah.
my biggest cheerleader. You're my biggest supporter. In anything I do, you support me. You're there to push me. Sometimes, even with my own TikTok, you like I'll bring in an idea. I'm like, Daddy, let's do this. And you never say no. You're just like, when? Right now. Okay, let's do it. I never have to like push you or try to convince you or beg you to even appear on like my TikTok, even though TikTok was not your thing, but you being there to support me. Even sometimes when I'm posting these TikTok videos, my dad will be like, so what was the caption? You can't write that. Do this and this. So you being my biggest cheerleader, my number one supporter, it means a lot to me. I can do anything, I can post anything, as long as, not that my dad has to approve it, but I know my dad supports this. I know my dad is comfortable with this. So even if one day I blow up and I get controversial feedback, as long as my dad is okay with it, there's nothing you're gonna tell me. Yeah, so you're my biggest supporter, and I think I'll never stop what?
Telling me that.
Yes.
Oh, oh yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
you are my biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Even, I think now every time I post you on my TikTok, I get more views more than when I post myself. It made me a bit jealous, but it's okay. Thank you so much for just being there for me, always supporting me. Even last semester, I was having a rough time with one unit. I almost even stopped going to class because of that unit. And you are there to push me. You push me. I was like, this is my life. This is my... I know I'm going to fail in this. So let me just do this. But you're like, no, it's okay. Even if you get a C, it's fine. You just do it. And being able to push me with my own things, like, this is a decision I've made. This is a unit I've chosen for myself. But you know, it's my idea, it's my own thinking, but you still push me to even actualize my ideas. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And yeah, from your dad, everything you get it unconditionally.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, keep going and tell us out there, fathers, daughters, how are you supporting each other?
Yeah.
What power do you give to each other?
Yeah.
Because every time you make a decision that is affecting your daughter, if you're a father, when you make a decision that is affecting your dad, if you're a daughter, how are you sort of giving each other power, and how is it affecting you? How is it impacting you? How is it growing you?
Yeah.
Let us know. We promise that we are still going to come back and continue discussing this topic.
Yeah.
Because it's very wide, it's also very deep. Today we've just touched it a bit shallowly just to kick us off. But in the long run, we want to have very strong women in our society.
Yeah.
I want my daughter to go out there knowing that she can be anything she wants to be. And I support that 100%.
Oh, haujakunywa soda yako tangu tuanze this podcast today.
Oh, okay. Let me have a sip.
Ama you ulikuwa umesahau you have it.
I took.
I've been thirsty today. I don't know why.
I took
Anywho?
a sip now.
We're
That's
done.
the second one. Yes, we're done.
Okay, we've gotten to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for sticking around and just watching the whole thing. We appreciate you and love you so much.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
As always, you know, this is where we spread love, we learn, and we laugh.
Yes, and oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to your friends. Don't keep this podcast.
Yep.
We need to grow. So yeah, please don't forget to share with your friends and leave your comment down below. Thank you so much and see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.